I have nothing to build my confidence on. I'm constantly rejected for everything. I couldn't get into a high-ranking university despite getting a 35 on my ACT. I couldn't get accepted into a fraternity I wanted to join because I was too quiet. I have made only a couple of friends in college, but I am at most a secondary friend to them. The times I have asked women out, they have rejected me. How can I build confidence when I get rejected for everything, even things that I deserve? Confidence is misunderstood. If you got a 35 on the ACT, congrats by the way, that number is impressive, then you ought to know the acceptance rates mean that you'll get into roughly one of 3 elite schools you apply for. You just will. Most admissions boards are hovering around 10% acceptances. That group has to represent every area of interest: sports, arts, drama, debate, social sciences, bio, math, physics, chem, so you're going to be in a small pool of people and only some will get picked. I went to an elite college, and I was rejected by a lot of elite colleges. I've been rejected by more schools than those that have accepted me, but that's the game. Those are the stakes for just showing up. That's also, coincidentally, what confidence is about. Confidence isn't about getting the acceptance letter. It is about having the internal strength to know that the rejection isn't about you. It is knowing that you're going to try for things you really want, that you'll fail at it, and that you'll still be okay. If the only way you'll be okay is if you succeed, then you can't be confident. Confidence is knowing that success or failure doesn't define your self-worth. If you're confident with women, a confident cook, a confident driver, you know full well you're not immune to failure. You're going to get turned down for a date, you're going to get into a fender bender, you're going to screw up that meatloaf recipe. Failure will happen. You can't know everything, you can't control much of anything at all, and sometimes you'll make a mistake. Being blindly sure you'll succeed is arrogance. Trying only a few things you're almost certain you'll do correctly is fear. Trying for what you want, irrespective of the outcome, is confidence. If you want to date, drive to Minneapolis, or eat some meatloaf, you have to be willing to accept that it might go horribly wrong and do it anyway. Bad outcomes are part and parcel with trying, so you have to deprioritize the failure and focus on the times it worked and keep trying to improve. That's all there is to it. It's not some great mystery. Everyone is failing at everything, all the time. Some people take failure to the teeth, they let it grind them down, they obsess over every fuck-up. Some people shrug it off and move on to the next thing. The number of failures doesn't define how confident you can be, should be, will be. How you manage them and how personally you internalize them determines how confident you feel rolling up your sleeves and trying to make the next meatloaf. Inasmuch as you have failed, you have every tool required to learn the lessons of confidence. They don't come along by winning. They come when you're in the dirt and you have the choice about what to do when you're down there. It sounds like you have a lot about yourself to be confident and proud of. It just seems that your attitude kinda isn't that great. Universities have many reasons to reject students. I had a 3.7 GPA when I graduated and I still had to apply to several schools because I recognized luck has a lot to do with it. I didn't seek to join a sorority because I knew I was an introvert who just wouldn't fit in fraternities, and sororities are all about socializing, putting their names out there, making connections, being energetic and bombastic. If you're too quiet, you're not joining a fraternity for the right reasons in the first place. Rejection in dating is the most common occurrence to both men and women. It's about how you handle the rejection and move on from it. You sound resentful for these girls to reject you, which doesn't sound like a recipe for future success if there is no insight on, how can I be better next time you approach a girl and instead blame her for not liking you. As for having a small group of friends, what's wrong with that? I had less than 3 people I considered my actual friend through college, the rest were acquaintances. The answer to your problems is insight. Really gotta examine yourself, how you can make this better next time. I am sorry you are in the dumps. Sometimes life's blows come in a successive manner and it can feel like everyone and everything hates you. It's all up to chance, but our emotions aren't great at seeing that. That said, I think confidence works in ways that you don't really think it would. Don't let anyone, especially Redditors, tell you how your confidence should work for you. Are there other networking opportunities for you in college? How many girls have you asked out? Having chances with girls is a very difficult thing, it's insanely difficult. Anyone who tells you it's not is an idiot. Try to surround yourself with people, be an acquaintance and be chill, but don't be scared to share your thoughts and stuff. Eventually you will have made a pool of friends and more social opportunities can arise from there. Are you in a financial position to speak to a therapist about confidence? I relate to being a backup friend. Oh my gosh. It kinda sounds like you don't feel validated by the people around you, and that's a shitty situation to be in. Humans are social animals and we rely on others for so much. Some kinds of confidence come from having other people validate you all the time. It's the easiest kind, but it's the easiest to lose. If all your self-worth is put into having good grades, one bad test score is devastating. Personal experience. The harder kind of confidence to build up is an internal one. It's more like trusting yourself. I believe I have worth inherent to me just because I'm a person. I could only come to that conclusion after a long time though. I believed other people had inherent worth, but not me until I realized I'm no different from anyone, so if they have worth I have to as well. I think of it more like being comfortable with yourself, which can be incredibly hard. I don't mean to make it sound easy, but you can really tell when someone is comfortable with themselves, and that's what a lot of people mean when they say confident. I've had people I've known for a day start asking me for reasons to live, or just to somehow validate them completely as a person, and it's just not possible. Not even someone you've known a while can do that. Keep talking to people and making friends. You won't be a secondary friend forever as long as you keep looking for people you click with. I hope you're able to feel better soon. So you're saying that you got accepted to a college, did well on your act, and have made a couple friends despite the friendships not being as close as you want. The trick is in the framing. You did well enough to get accepted to a school but decided it wasn't good enough. You did well on a test but decided that didn't count. You have some friends but decided they're not good enough friends. Every single person can be horrifyingly disappointed in themselves if they decide to always fault find with things they've succeeded in. You're in college, you've made friends, you have a lifetime of achievements that were necessary to accomplish even that much. Why do you have to find something wrong with that instead of saying, yes, I did this? It's not perfect, but I did it. And that kicks ass. Having confidence is not a guarantee that you'll never fail and never be criticized. It can't be, because nothing can. Those things are a part of everyone's life. Besides, even from OP's very short post, looks like he has something to be confident in that is backed up. And we know barely anything about him. Confidence translates. Otherwise, everyone would have to be great at everything to be confident. Thinking that way is just another excuse to sit in the crab bucket. Oh well, I might be smart and hardworking and creative and 40 other great qualities, but I don't have the right eye color or wrist circumference or whatever Reddit says matters most this week, so I guess I can't be a confident person. That was it. Now you know more about confidence, so how about you go out there and snack on this for a while? See you soon.